It's important to whisk all the time that you're pouring the liaison in. To cook the flour out, but you must whisk it to take the lumps out.
If it is made too thick, Michael, how can one thin it out to the consistency you want?
You can thin it out by adding a little more milk to it, a little more boiled milk. But obviously it's better if you don't have to add anything at all to it.
The creme pâtissière must be cooled naturally and thoroughly. Put warm into a fridge, it would quickly sour. It's an essential filling for all kinds of choux pastry and flans, and fruit tarts like this tarte aux pommes.
There are about 2.5 to 3 pounds of cooking apples in here, eh? At least, yes. Just brushing over now with the apricot. The secret is to put a little water or some stock syrup with it. Stock syrup being sugar and water, which have been boiled together. There we are, that's a tarte aux pommes finish.
Every night, over 2,000 cakes, pastries, desserts, pizzas, quiches, brioche and croissants are sent to London's hotels, restaurants and clubs, and even the House of Commons. Michael knows that many of his clients will never admit the work is his, preferring to hide the fact that more and more hotel kitchens are having to survive without pastry chefs, which is why Michael's business continues to grow. Some croissants that you eat leave a residue on the roof of your mouth.
They're croissants which aren't made with butter. They're probably made with a pastry margarine, which when cold will leave that residue on the roof of your mouth. We experimented for many weeks with the croissant. What we had to come up with is a croissant that will last longer than normal, so that they would keep fresh, not stale, and keep a nice crust on them as well. So eventually we had to put a fair amount of butter into the dough as well as inside the dough. And that we found helped to keep them from staling. Nice buttery taste too.
Michael doubled his workforce in 1985 when he moved from Hackney to Islington. Now 5 French and 20 English people work 2 shifts to meet the enormous orders. Michael invariably works both the day and night shifts.
I spend as much time on the floor as I possibly can. I'm continuously going around checking each corner that the work is being done as I would like it done.
Good afternoon, Nadell. Hello, Joe. Could you hold on one moment while I answer the other phone?
I think we're one of the few couples that when we get home at 6 o'clock in the morning start to cook a 2 or 3 course meal and open a bottle of wine. But I said that our life shouldn't alter because we're working long hours. Anybody else, when they finish their work, they go home, they have a walk around the garden, take the fresh air, and then have their evening meal. We're doing it, but something like 10 hours later.
Michael has developed a recipe for mousse, which is his response to the trend towards lighter cooking.
Our mousse desserts are equivalent to the Nouvelle Cuisine style, if you wish. They're light, they're full of fruit. Some have liqueurs in, some are pure fruit. They're different, they're totally different. They're not covered in cream, rosettes of cream everywhere, angelica, cherries. They're very simple.
The cooked base of this mousse, a Clairefontaine, is made from eggs, sugar, butter, and the juice and rind of oranges and lemons.